This lobby is so laggy. I've been trying to attack other players and NPCs. Look at this. Oh, we got a slider. Let me take out this guy. One swing, two strings, strikeout. Damn. Go Vegeta on him. But how? What type of power does he possibly possess? Hiya! What? Fuck, none of this is working. Oh, sit down, boo. Oh man, this is too funny. I can't even collect the money from them. He's invincible. Oh, there we go, finally. Take this! Take that! Hey guys, so switching over to post-commentary. While recording this, the live commentary was nothing special. It was pretty boring since it's just mostly silence, as I'm just reading the customization options that are available at this certain point in time. Some of the stuff is either too expensive to fully upgrade everything, or some of it's locked by like level, and I couldn't get everything at the time. But yeah, there's a couple things I want to talk about in this part. There's some anime and manga stuff that's been going on that's been pretty crazy. They'll be fun to talk about. Just a couple different communities we can mention and discuss today. The YouTube scene and what's been going on. There's just a couple things, It's like how some of the longer GTA parts that will be uploaded, some of them will be live commentary and some of them will be a mix of like post. Just because you can't always have exciting shit happening all the time through these parts, as some of the stuff is boring and some of the stuff is engaging. It just all depends, on how the gameplay is. I guess really quick, just to brush this gameplay off to the side, you all have seen my main vehicle, my first one, and only one up to this point, the little black car that I've customized out. And I believe it has quite a few upgrades, but it doesn't get fully upgraded till later. As in, fully upgraded brakes, engines for all the vehicles as well, all the lights, just like the other visual aesthetic changes and all that jazz, the bulletproof tires, the armor, all that stuff. They'll all be upgraded in time. I try and do as much as I can in this part. See, some of it's locked, but at this point I believe most of them are fully maxed out, which is nice. As you guys can see here, this is my second vehicle, which is pretty dope. I end up getting a third car, which is like a silverish gray car, kind of sporty like this one. I think it's actually a little better than this one, but I don't end up acquiring that until a little later, and unfortunately I don't have any of the footage for that. So not even acquiring it, not even customizing it, not even driving it. So that vehicle is not going to be utilized for a long time, if ever, sadly. You guys see it, we'll see it in the garage at some point, but that's about it. It'll be a background item. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? This right here, though, as you can see, our first property, we're finally moving up in the world. Woo! We end up trading our first house and buying our second home. Unfortunately, this second home is still not capable of doing heists, even with this little discount right here, which is nice, by trading in the first one. But, it's a little nicer. It's got a little nicer space, a little bigger. The garage is definitely an upgrade. It's the first one I've had up until this point, I believe. It can only hold up to 2 cars, while my newest purchase right here can hold, I think it's like 4 to 6 vehicles, something like that. So that's nice. We also end up in a future part. I don't know if it's on camera or not, or on video, I should say. We end up acquiring a little garage, not attached to any house, just a garage. 2-car garage, so eventually I'll end up getting a buggy, buying a little green buggy, or purple or some color, I can't remember. It's like a little Doom buggy. Besides the 3 cars we have, which this one's gonna be purple, and I have my main black one and the silver-grish gray one, I end up buying like the knockoff Teslas, whatever they're called in this game. The electric car that I used in the first part of the series, which I really wanted since the beginning. And I end up getting like this really nice blue, like, I don't know if it's like a Lexus knockoff or something, but it's pretty dope. So in total, we got a number of cars. We actually get 2 regular old bicycles as well. One of them's a long bike, and the other one's a BMX bike, so the 2 bikes and the bunch of cars we have will be pretty nice. And near the end of this part, you'll see the customization. The final 2 vehicles we have are the 2 motorcycles I get. And yeah, it's overall, I am pretty happy with the squad of vehicles that we acquire, you know? It's pretty dope. So by the end, we have like 4 cars, 1 dune buggy, 2 bicycles, and 2 motorcycles. So that's pretty nice, you know? Eventually, when I get the newest house, the bigger garage, I do try to get more vehicles, but you guys will see what happens. So now we're just ferrying them back and forth. With all that said, now we can actually get to the more interesting topics. I just wanted to get like what's going on in this part, what will happen in the coming parts, at least vehicle-wise. Don't want to spoil everything. But yeah, first look at the new house and the new garage. Definitely much nicer. Wow. Oh god, it fucking disappeared for a moment. Genie car. Yeah, you can see the first bike over there. This is my first bike. I also have my first bicycle up on the wall. And of course our first black car was to the left of this. But yeah, I mean, that's probably the most, oh god, fucking voice cracks. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. That's probably one of the more fun things to do in GTA Online. Acquiring vehicles and just customizing them out to your own aesthetic tastes. And fully upgrading them all, you know, maxing them out. That's like the fun part about this online RPG. Unfortunately, I would like there to be more things to do in the future installments of Grand Theft Auto Online. Besides like adversary mode, Lamar missions, the Simeon missions and the heists. There should be more stuff to do in the overworld. Because yeah, you can play golf or tennis or arm wrestling or whatnot, which is all fun and dandy, but there needs to be more to do, I would say. Kind of like how there's more to do in Breath of the Wild overworld. I think that more games should be pushing for that type of just fun shit to do and different ways to approach the same scenarios. MGS5 did that a little bit too, which is fun gameplay as well, but you know, that's besides the point. I talked a long time about gameplay and this game, so let's get on to the other topics finally. When it comes to anime and manga, y'all already know I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I love Berserk, I love Monster, I love Hunter x Hunter. You know, there's a bunch of series. I enjoy My Hero Academia, even though I'm extremely behind. And I really enjoy I would say the 4 that I really enjoy, or you know, I'll just round it up to 5, you know. The 5 that I really enjoy are Monster, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Berserk, and of course you guys already know, Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. When it comes to Attack on Titan, so much has happened since the older parts, like it's crazy. Season 2 was phenomenal. When that finally dropped, like, that was such a fun experience. Watching that was incredible. After so many years, 2013 and 14, you know, after we got season 1, we got like that one food OVA, which is funny. Just a fun little OVA. Got the one where they like, had the training exercise, which was fun. In 2014, we also got the what's it called? Obviously, Elsa's Notebook, which is crucial. That was fantastic. Then we got the No Regrets Part 1 and 2, Levi's backstory with Farlan and Isabel, which is fantastic to see. So we did get some content for everybody watching in 2013 and 14. Got season 1 and like 5 OVAs, which is dope. But we waited, you know, 2015, nothing. I mean, of course the manga, but I'm just talking purely from anime-only perspectives. You know, for people only watching the TV show, right? You know, it's like 15, nada. 16, nada. 17, finally! And actually, you know what? I shouldn't say nothing. I believe in 2015 it was. I think it was 15 anyway. we got Attack on Titan Junior High, which was actually a really fun spin-off, and actually it does hint towards future events in the manga in season 3 and 2 even 2 and 3, which people will know now if they watch that series. If you've seen up to season 3 part 2, you'll understand everything now. But it's just really cool to see, and that was a fun little series too, which I'll recommend. But if you weren't reading the manga, like, you were just left high and dry, essentially. After the OVAs and after that, you know, Junior High, there wasn't much for Attack on Titan. You got the live action movies and the live action, like, mini TV series, but beyond that, it was rough, man. Definitely. And even for us people who got spoiled and eventually read the manga, or even the people who read the manga from the very beginning, you know, it's painful because you're just like, oh man, I want to see this get adapted. It's such a good series. Can't wait to see how they go about this, and to see the similarities and the differences of manga to anime. Because this anime is quite faithful to the original source material. There are some things changed here and there, and season 3 part 1 made the most changes. I totally understand why they did it. I actually like the changes personally. I like the more screen time for Kenny. I like how it's just like a cute little interaction. Historia and Mikasa's kind of thing is cute. Giving more time to Flagel, and just changing some of the pacing around, shortening some things. I understand completely why they decided to do that, and it's very entertaining. I do also see the other perspective though, because I do think the Demo Reeves storyline was sadly cut out, and it left a huge something to be desired, right? 'Cause they totally changed how Eren and Historia were, you know, kidnapped or captured. In the manga, it's like they're in coffins, and Kenny's not seen till way later. It's just a completely different scenario, you know. Demo doesn't have nearly as much impact, sadly, and the whole dispute between Levi and Historia, Levi like picks her up and like manhandles her essentially, shows that Levi's not a perfect individual. He knows how to get things done through his physicality, and basically not being like a superhero type character. And just a lot of the strength and the powerful impact when Historia finally does hit him, it's definitely lost. A lot of their interaction and unfortunately their development, Historia and Levi, is lost in the anime, which I do. It sucks. It sucks. Not to say that it's bad the way they did it, but that was the most damaging part, I would feel. That was probably my least favorite change. I totally understand why they had to do it from a director perspective. Showing it on TV, maybe they just want to portray Levi a certain way. I totally get that. But you know, I always have the manga to read, so it's not like the end of the world. So I guess it's like all in all, even though, you know, for some people it's their least favorite arc, Uprising has always been one of my favorite arcs. Even up to now, it's just fantastic. But yeah, we just got done upgrading that car. Sorry this turned into like an Attack on Titan discussion. I'm just it's just a big part of my life, honestly. It's a very fun ride, I will say. Just me checking out all the vehicles, being like, yeah, finally upgraded all these. Woo! But I guess besides gushing about Attack on Titan, you know, like after season 3 part 1 came out, phenomenal. Like animation wise, the art style change. Even though I do like the dark outlines, I understand why they changed it. I actually dig the change. The characters, like in the story, they starting to look a little bit more mature and older with time. The regular thinner outlines, but like now they look even closer to the manga just since the slight art style change, and I dig that as well. I think both styles, from season 1 style to season 2 style to season 3 part 1 and 2 styles, all look fantastic in their own right. And honestly, I think that looks even better nowadays, so it's just like, I have no complaints is what I'm saying. Oh gosh, I almost crashed immediately into a pedestrian, my goodness. But yeah, like that, it was just incredible to finally get all this Attack on Titan content. And now we've been spoiled. So like, since I started reading the manga a few years ago, I get a new chapter every month because Isayama is just so consistent. It's ridiculous. That man's work ethic and just the rate he puts out, not just content, but actually insanely high quality content, is just remarkable. And to see his art style progress and change and improve drastically from the get-go. I mean, it improved from the get-go, but like, I guess to see it, like how he has evolved as an author and as an artist, as a writer in general. Like, from the rougher sketches to his developed art style. It's really inspiring. I'm super proud of the dude. And it's just crazy, like, to do that so often. And like, for some years we had like the golden month, or golden week, you know, in Japan. So you get like 2 chapters, like every, I think it's like March or April, I believe. Like, 12 to 13 chapters a year is crazy, man. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, especially for people who do weekly releases, but Isayama's is monthly, so it's like 45 pages, I believe, per month. That is a lot of story to tell. So, huge props to Isayama. So besides, like, myself getting spoiled once a month with Attack on Titan greatness, and, you know, we got leaks sometimes too, so you get it even earlier. And the amazing discussions in the community that you could have, you know. Whether it be Reddit, 4chan, I don't know, hell, even Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you discuss these things, or everywhere, YouTube. It's just so fun. So fun. Theorizing, discussing. It's been a phenomenal experience, and ever since I joined and found the Andrew All-Stars, Andrew Live-Stars community, it was just phenomenal to see somebody discuss it at such a high level of attention and discourse. It was really refreshing and fun, because in my personal life, I didn't have too many people to talk about Attack on Titan with until a little later. So I was extremely thankful for that, honestly. It was incredibly fun. I would just look at the footage right here. I guess this is just me showing off everything about the second house, even though it's not all that different aesthetically from the first place, so. Although I believe, like, in the main series, I didn't show off the main house too much, or the first house too much. It was only in the first and only live stream of Grand Theft Auto I did a couple of years back, which is crazy. You guys can check that out if you want. It's only like 50 minutes. But like, getting that, and then getting Attack on Titan Season 2 in April 2017 to June, that was just phenomenal time. So hype. Incredible. Then discussing the anime stuff, wow. Then doing the reactions to that series. I didn't actually start uploading the reactions to the series till I think episode 6 dropped, so it was like middle of May 12 or something like that. So I was like trying to catch up with uploading the rest of it before the show ended. That was a fun time though. And then like season 3 part 1 dropped in what was it? I believe it started July. Yeah, it was July 2018, just last year. It was supposed to be, I mean, we all assumed it would be early in the month, but then it was confirmed to be the end of July, basically. Or it got pushed back or something, I don't recall exactly. It started like late July, like in the 20s. But who cares, then we got Attack on Titan from like July to like what, October? That was phenomenal. Summer and fall we got Attack on Titan, so fun every week discussing that. That's when the story gets, like, in my opinion, even better than how great it was already. Phenomenal storytelling, animation, art style, background arts, the openings and endings, just fire, man. Fucking awesome time. So fun. The world building, the stories, the reveals. It was just phenomenal. And then just this year in 2019, we got Season 3 Part 2. And man, that was so fun. To see Return to Shiganshina after Uprising so soon too. We got it in April 2019 to June 2019, I believe it was. Yeah, like 3 months. Phenomenal. Like, oh my goodness. Seeing the basement arc, quote unquote, even though I just combined it with RTS, like, wow. All the way up to the ocean to chapter 90 was adapted. That's incredible. Since 2017, we've got Attack on Titan content every single year. So, we cannot complain, man. Yes, it was very tough. If you're only watching the main anime, from 2013 to 17, that's a long wait. 4.5 year wait. Obviously, it was painful. But we did get some OVAs the first year afterwards. We got Revo's remixes. Ujio no Daishun Girl no Zao, which is dope. We got Attack on Titan Junior High. We got the recap movies, part 1 and part 2, I believe in 2014, Christmas in 2015, summer or some shit. So like, none of us can complain, you know? 2017, season 2 drops. 2018, the first half of season 3. 2019, the second half of season 3. And now confirmed for 2020 fall. October time, I believe. We got season 4, the final season confirmed. Crazy, man. It's incredibly hype. Still have the manga as well, so it's like, wow. I can't believe the series is almost coming to an end. That's crazy, man. Whether it's... There's no way it can be 12 episodes, because that would be way too much content to fill. From chapter 91 to like 122 we're at right now. That's not feasible. So I believe it's either going to be similar to season 1, where we get like 20... Like what? 23? Nah, maybe like 24 to 25 episodes. Or we're going to get like... I think most likely scenario will be we'll get like a season 4 part 1 and part 2 type of ordeal. Maybe it won't be called that again. It will be called season 4 and season 5, even though they'll be shorter seasons. And by shorter I just mean like 1 core each, like 12 and 12 episodes. It's not really shorter, but you know what I mean. I would not complain. So like the first 12 episodes would cover from 91 to like well, basically the entire Marley arc. And then the second half, which would probably be spring 2021 or summer, I don't know, depending how much time they need. That would be the final arc. Whatever it is, like, I'm patient, so it's all good. I just can't believe the story's almost over, man. It's crazy. I believe the anime will, or the manga, I'm sorry, will probably go to chapter either the low 130s. Very max would be like mid to high 130s, like 135 to 137. I can't remember, I did the exact math the other day of my exact prediction if it was 25 episodes, because essentially each episode contains 1.5 to 2 chapters, usually 2 chapters per episode. So, do the math, guys, 91 to 122. But with that being said, I ended up just ranting and gushing and talking about Attack on Titan. So, I guess this is the Shingeki no Kyojin podcast. A little recap and reminiscing. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. This part was just me customizing shit. Kind of boring, I know. Podcasty type episode, but the future parts will have more exciting things going on, so... Yeah, I just felt like talking about one of my favorite series, I suppose. I guess in the future we'll talk about the YouTube crap. That's not really as interesting as it once was, quite honestly. The scene and community is kinda... It's whatever nowadays, so... That said, I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks very much, take care, and be safe, everybody. Peace out.